Hello everyone and welcome to one of my new videos. This is the second episode of if you can beat the game without any kills. If you didn't watch part 1, then I recommend you do that, but you don't really need to. I chose to continue in this comedy path in this game because I figured the Ronin and the Brotherhood were not possible this early in the run, and also I was waiting for the Saints control and the ability to recruit multiple homies. Just to inform you guys who haven't watched part 1, we are on 0 kills right now, 0 assisted kills, or no bullets shot at anybody, so we're pretty safe for now. Let's get into it. So, jumping right in, we had the task of actually the dealers. And these are the Samadi dealers that you gotta get the lower dust from. And of course I had to do this with a fellow Saint to help me out. And I had to recruit him to help me off all these people to get the dust, because there's a set amount of people you have to off before you get the dust, of course. You can't just sit around there and wait for it to appear. And it took quite a while. It took a sweet time, but this pretty formidable ally came to our rescue, and he did actually finish off a lot of the people pretty quickly. And yeah, this last guy here had the dust. The next to last or something, I don't even know. But it was the second location. There were only 4 people here, so it was much easier. Yeah, I had that problem again where the auto thing didn't, or the notoriety didn't really work, so I had to taunt him to get the notoriety back. And you know, he finished them off one by one, pretty slowly, but it was alright. It was pretty painful in my opinion, because I had to sit there and wait for this guy to finish off everybody. But you know, he got himself done in the end, and it was no problem, and we got the dust. And there you had to find one last guy who had the last piece of dust. And chasing him down was pretty easy. He doesn't have a predetermined path, he just goes wherever he wants. And I had to be careful not to knock over any people, because that would of course count as a kill. So I tried to be careful, not trying to hit those. And yeah, I hit his car there, but I don't really count that as anything too major, because I didn't really do any damage to him himself, only his car, so I don't really see that as anything. You just have to chase him down and let the Saints do the job, pretty much, until his car gets damaged enough where he either explodes in it or jumps out of it. Here he jumps out of it. And I gotta get out of the car and let the Saint finish it. Saints guy. And, I forgot to nerf the shotgun in this clip, so you're gonna see me take a lot of damage from this shotgun. But you know, food items are allowed as long as they are picked up in the game, and I picked that up in other missions. So I think that's valid. And I had to get in this car, and for some reason this made the game crash. I don't know why, but it just completely turned black. I had to go back and do the mission all over again, wait for all that crap again, and pretty much the same thing happened, just a bit earlier. I just picked up the dust, and that was the mission. So I could go on to the next mission, which was the Samson bomb mission. That's what I remember it as. I don't think it's the official name, but it's the one where you have to go back to the prison to get the bomb planted on the prison and stuff. So yeah, I figured the start would be easy, pretty skippable. Just drive to the prison, no cops, no nothing. And once you arrive, you get to the point where you can plant explosives on the building. And then you gotta wait a little bit before it blows up. You have to get away from to a safe distance so that you don't take too much damage from it. And then the second part of the mission begins, where you have to break into the prison. Here there are a lot of guards. The mission is pretty difficult because of these guards, so I had to stall for a bit in the prison, the cafeteria, to heal some health. But I mean, that's within the rules. And I had to go back here to get out of the prison, but the problem was it was kind of overcrowded. There's no way of getting out. And of course, with the buffed shotgun, I could not get out without getting completely destroyed. So I had to heal and get back. And that took a while. So I watched, and she was still there. And there's almost no way to get out. And I got smoked. So I had to do it all over again. And watch this. The game just crashes on me. So I gotta do all that again. But if you see a pattern with this, it is that she enters the passenger door and it crashes. So it's a pretty repeatable thing. And here's my third attempt at this. She spawned at the exact same spot. However, I did get around her this time. And I finally made it out of the prison without crashing the game or dying. So I had to wait for her, of course. She's pretty slow. She's one of the slower AIs, really. Yeah, this mission is pretty easy past this. Here I show my stats. Of course, no new kills. Nothing new. The one from the last episode and nothing else. And here, we're just going to do the next mission. Instead of doing the strongholds, we're doing this mission where... oh shit, I forgot that. And this mission was ridiculously difficult because you had to destroy the farm equipment. And there are people next to it that will not move. They will not move. And it's safe to say, it's guaranteed. They stand next to it, they don't move in any way. There's no way to manipulate them. There's no way to do anything with them. You just have to deal with the fact that you're gonna get a few kills in this mission. End of discussion. Like, I could try as hard as I wanted to avoid these kills. I could let the Saints do the missions, but the thing is, they don't shoot props. They only shoot people. So I had to wait for them to stray shot all these obstacles, and that would be more of a pain than anything else in this game. It would take hours. It would genuinely take hours. And I'm not even joking. But you know, I decided I still wanted to try and get a homie. Maybe they could do something. So I decided to try it with homies. And she didn't even appear, but I could somehow recruit Toby. But I mean, of course he was driving, so he couldn't do anything. And the Saints, like, I'm pretty sure you get that area in this mission, so there's no point in trying to do missions to get this area, because there is none to get this area apart from this one. So pretty much what I had to do was just sit there and accept the fact that I had to kill someone. I mean, if I'm wrong, if this area is unlockable with the Saints in another mission, then I might try it again. However, I still think it's not possible. I don't think that will make any difference, because these are guaranteed. I've tried these many times and I get the exact same amount of kills. So this was the best run I had, the cleanest one. And I was just tired of trying anymore because I was getting the exact same amount of kills every single time. This was like, I mean, I was getting a little bit variance, but it was in the 3 range, 3, 4, 5 sometimes. About the fire and stuff. But you know, this one was pretty good. Overall, I'd say it's pretty clean. I tried to kind of manipulate them, but it's not possible. Sadly, they don't move at all. They just stand there and shoot at you. And as you can see here, I even tried doing some stuff that were different. Tried to move away as far as possible from the object so that he wouldn't be in the spawn zone, so that I wouldn't get the kill. But obviously that wasn't possible either, because I still got the kill. But after this, it was only 3 kills. It's not that much, really. To be honest, I would expect way more from a mission where you gotta blow up an entire farm with people in it. So I was pretty satisfied with this one, even though it did kill people. I'm still not gonna try to get any better because I know it's basically not possible with the strat I have right now, and it's very unlikely to be possible. And that's not even the hardest part of this mission. I'm safe to say there are harder parts to this mission. And this is where the car thing rule comes in. I can damage cars as much as I want. As long as I don't damage the people in the cars, I can damage the cars as much as I want. And that's easier said than done because the hitboxes are big for these people. Like, they made them bigger, I think, to hit. And the spread on the weapons makes it like makes it pretty hard to not shoot anybody. And the car's health is very hard to judge. It goes white when it's half health, and then when it's around like 10%, it goes black, and then 5% it goes fire. And when it's fire, it just blows up. after a certain amount of time. And speaking of blowing up at a certain amount of time, my helicopter. It has a scripted scene where it just blows up after a certain point is passed. So you don't have unlimited time in this mission, which makes it very hard for other sources to do the kills. So as you can see, I crossed this bend, right? I crossed this bend right here. And of course, I have 2 now. And I'm gonna cross this bend to enter the other district. And for some reason, without having any damage on it, the helicopter just blows up. And I failed the mission. So I have to go back from the checkpoint. Not the start of the mission, thankfully. And I have to do it again. But then again, exact same spot, blows up. Again, I go to the exact same spot, or even earlier this time, and it blows up. So it is scripted. It is pretty defined that it is scripted. And this run, this is my golden run. And I'm not really going to say much for this one because I'm impressed how this worked. I almost have to say I'm not going to be able to replicate this in any way, shape, or form anytime soon. So as you can see, I damaged the cars to black level, which I'm pretty good at now because I've this is like how many runs am I into this? I don't even know, but I was at this for like a pretty long time, including the first part. I was in this for like probably an hour or so trying to do this mission. And this time, for some reason, no saints spawned, so I had no extra damage to do. A little bit of a bummer. Not much I can do about it though, but yeah, it was looking like a pretty bad run. And somehow one of them blew up. Not for me though. So I was just, it was looking pretty bad. It was not on pace at all. Path was almost done and I only had 1 car destroyed. So it was looking pretty hopeless now. The helicopter was going to blow up at any moment and I was going to fail the mission. But for some reason, the helicopter looked like it stopped and it just went on. Just went on like nothing happened. So I had unlimited time now, or I didn't know that at the time, but I had unlimited time to just watch these guys blow up. And this had never happened in any of my runs before. I don't know about this glitch. I don't know about this mechanic at all. So I was pretty surprised when it happened. I thought it was scripted for sure. But it must have been a problem or something with the game. Or a timing thing. But you know, the second one blew up. Pretty good news. So 2 left. Both are on black. Saints still not spawning. Not anywhere. Don't really care, even though I have Saints areas in like half the map, or like half the area here. But it doesn't really matter now, because I can just wait. Getting real close to just watch these guys wreak havoc in the city. Not firing any shots though. Pretty much just waiting for these guys to crash into other cars, to blow up their cars. It's pretty frustrating to see no traffic in their zone. But thankfully, there was debris in the way. And also, I figured that my helicopter actually has health, so I was not on unlimited time. But still. Yeah, there's the baby. Car's flaming. And it's down. Now 1 car left. Was just waiting for it to blow up at this point. Just like the rest of the mission. You can tell like these next missions are going to be a real challenge after this one, because there are going to be a lot more missions where you just have to wait and wait for these kills to happen. But finally, it did blow up. And that was pretty much it for this mission. Overall, I think this is a pretty chill mission, or chill episode. There's a lot more coming in the next one. There's a lot more exciting stuff I have in plan. I've recorded a lot more of the clips and done a lot more of the missions. And I can tell you, there's a reason why you should watch these. They will be much better than these two, for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos.